So Mayweather CEO said that Crawford is pound for pound #1, but Errol Spence beats him. Style make fights. So we really don't know how Errol Spence is gonna look after he come back, but assuming he's gonna look the same, inshallah. In my humble opinion, I will have to agree with Mayweather CEO Ellaby, because see, Crawford is pound for pound #1. Ain't no doubt about it. The footwork. Now we're able to switch stance. That's kind of frustrating. And from round 1, he's on the attack. He doesn't just come forward. A lot of people get that twisted. The reason why he's able to punch, he positioned his body at the right position when he's in the inside. So he's always conscious where he's at in the ring. In a fight like that, for example, like Mayweather versus Pacquiao, I told y'all that fight is a fight of positioning. Whoever is in the better position is the fighter who's going to be able to land and counter the other more precise. So Errol Spence versus Crawford, they're going to be fighting for position a whole lot. So I'm very intrigued to see how Crawford is going to fight. Is he going to fight off the southpaw stand? Because he seemed to favor that style more. He will start off orthodox, but he will switch it and go southpaw most of the night. Bismillah. Excuse me. I had to drink a little bit. Alhamdulillah. Obviously, I've been fasting all day, so I just broke my fast, and I need some water. So, you know, when it comes to Errol Spence and Crawford, they're gonna be fighting for position. So Crawford has the better footwork as far as he has faster feet. So he might get to the position he wants to faster than Errol. But Errol cuts off the ring pretty good. He could box pretty well, and he digs to that body. He the best body puncher in the game. He has one of the best jabs in the game. Crawford, on the other hand, like I said, he has a higher IQ. So I'm very intrigued to see how the fight gonna play out. The only reason I'm favoring or leading to Errol Spence a little bit is because, like I told y'all, time and time again, Errol Spence let his hands fly while he's boxing or while he's thinking and calculating. So Crawford could have the higher IQ, but Errol Spence is throwing punches, making Crawford think while he's thinking, and he's scoring. So the judges might even favor that more. The fact that he's more active, the fact that he's digging to the body, the fact that he's fighting nonstop and have a work ethic that's equivalent to Floyd. He just needs to stay focused more so outside of the gym. So, like I said, it's a very intriguing matchup. It's a pick 'em fight. But if I have to put my money on someone, I will put it on Errol. If Errol come back the same, he's the bigger guy. So it will be interesting because Crawford could still punch. Section, who y'all picking? Errol Spence or Bud Crawford? They both survived in a miracle way. Errol Spence had a car crash and survived. I mean, he was ejected out of the vehicle. Went down head first like he was diving into a swimming pool and hit concrete. And the man survived in a miracle way. That's why his nickname, The Truth. He here for a purpose. Bud Crawford got shot in the head, drove himself to the hospital, got to the hospital like a G, and survived in a miracle way. This is the fight of the decade. It's a pick 'em fight. I won't put my house on it. You could bet that. But I will watch the fight. I might be ringside seats if this fight is nearby and I'm able to travel to the fight. Hopefully I'm able to cover the fight, inshallah. So it's a great fight, like I said. But the only thing that that's really a huge question mark is Errol Spence after the accident. Is he back 100%? Because according to him, he haven't sparred yet, and he still haven't got his real teeth yet. I don't know what that means, but according to Errol, the doctor told him that he shouldn't spar yet. He's gonna let him know, which is pretty soon. So he might need a tune-up fight. he needs y'all more than ever at the moment. So, you know, that's just pretty much what happened with Dante. I'm going to have him here tomorrow live, and we're going to talk about it and see what we could do to basically get the channel back.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know. I didn't hear about that. I haven't really been on social media like that today. I was excited to watch the 2 of the last episodes of the Michael Jordan documentary on ESPN, so that's where I was at.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a great documentary right there. So, how you feel now, like, when it comes to, you know, Crawford versus Errol Spence, you know, Mayweather CEO?
That's what I called. That's what I called for.
Talk to me.
But anyways, here's how I feel about this, man. Spence versus Crawford is like this. People, they always undermine Errol Spence Jr. skills, man. Errol Spence Jr., he reminds me a lot of like how Terry Norris used to fight. He doesn't like to win you over with speed and flashiness. He does what he needs to do to win, and he's going to attack at the right time. He's a sharpshooter. He likes to hit you with pinpoint accuracy, and he doesn't like to waste his energy when he fights. So that's why you'll always see him popping his jab ball. You'll see him move very, very fundamentally. He's very tactical when he moves. Whenever he does something, he doesn't just do it for no reason. He doesn't waste his movements, nor does he waste his energy. And he trains himself to be able to go past 12 rounds. So that's my thing on it, man. I don't see what everybody else sees, because how Errol Spence Jr. even fights, he likes to fight with different styles. He likes to fight and prove points to people, prove that he's the best for this or that reason, like what he did with Mikey Garcia.
Yeah.
If you go back and you look at Mikey Garcia, not Mikey. If you go back and you go look at Mikey Garcia, the Sean Porter fight, and the Kell Brook fight, you'll see 3 different styles that Errol Spence is fighting in.
Right.
They're not the same.
I agree.
They're
100%. Yeah, and that's why people sleep on that. Like I said, they think he's just a come forward fighter. That's not, like, if he's just a come forward fighter, he will have been got knocked out. You know, Errol Spence has tremendous skills. People sleep that Errol Spence at 6 fights gave Mayweather a hell of a fight in sparring. Yes, Mayweather was off. You know, he at the time I think he came off 2 months in jail, and he was rusty, but he still gave Mayweather the toughest sparring of his career to a lot, according to a lot of people. Errol Spence, like I said, he has great defense. He could box. He, like you said, he adjusts and prove his critics wrong. They say he can't box. Against Mikey Garcia, he proved he the better boxer. He didn't prove, oh, I'm going to beat you because of my size. Nah, he was like, I'm going to prove I'm the better boxer, since everybody's talking about Mikey Garcia got all these skills. And then against Sean Porter, people said he a dog. Everybody say Sean Porter, he a dog. He a dog. So Errol Spence told him to his face, I'm going to show you I'm more dog than you. And fight night, he dropped him. Going forward the whole night, Errol Spence did not, take a step back. And people want to say Sean Porter won the fight. So like I said, Errol Spence is, and he damn if he do, damn if he don't. But like you said, George of Life, you got great eyes when it comes to boxing. He fought all them fights differently. Even the way he fought Bundu. Remember? Like Bundu, he walked him to Ish, and then he stopped him. I told people that if he fought Sean Porter the same way he fought Bundu, he would have possibly stopped Sean Porter. And even Errol Spence on his latest interview stated that if I fight Sean Porter again, I will fight him different. Because like I said, Errol Spence just wanted to prove a point. And he gave people a fight. He gave people their money worth since the fight was on pay-per-view. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you could continue Zoes of Life.
Yeah, you brought up a lot of good points. That Bundy fight was great. I've watched so many of his fights, like, sometimes I get confused with which person is who, but I remember that one. Anyways, yeah, man, another thing that people sleep on is that he has very good parrying ability. He's very good at deflecting punches. He's very good at blocking in high guard stands. It's not easy to hit him because, like I said, he always likes to put his body in the perfect position to where you can hit it. And normal people, they don't be noticing that. People say that he has slow hand speed. He doesn't have slow hand speed. He likes to use a lot of feints, and he likes to play mind games with you when you're in the ring. Like, if you go back and you watch, and that's the reason why Mikey Garcia said what he said, because he was like, yeah, I'm faster than him. He's slow. He doesn't have really that much head speed. But then what did he say when he got in the ring? He said, it wasn't nothing like how I thought it was. He said, I thought I was going to be faster than him. He said, I wasn't faster than him.
Right.
He thought I thought it was going to be stronger. I wasn't stronger. So the point is, as his whole game plan is to trick people.
Right.
It's to throw you off. It's to make you feel like something is open and it's not. And that's my thing, and that's why I feel it's a 60-40 versus Crawford.
And
because
you know
people are going to think that.
Yeah, you brought up a lot of great points. You brought up a lot of great points, and that's one thing about Errol Spence that I noticed, and that's why I'm picking Errol Spence to win the Crawford fight if they do fight, because peep this, Mikey Garcia is a great kind of puncher. You know, he ain't as good as Crawford, but he's a great kind of puncher, right? And when Errol Spence fought him, Mikey was just waiting, and he started surviving instead. The reason why, Errol Spence varies his offense. He will throw a lot of jabs. He will throw jabs first, and then he will go to the body. Now, what people fail to realize is when you vary your offense, it's hard to read you. It's harder to counter you because now you're not repeating the same move. I can no longer time you and counter your offense because you're always adjusting and doing different things. And Errol Spence is varying his offense and constantly changing levels, doing different things, going in the inside, fighting at different pace, either jabbing a whole lot, throwing one jab to 5 jabs to 2 jabs and going to the body at the same time. That's frustrating for a counter puncher. And Crawford, yes, he has the higher, people say he have the higher IQ, but the issue is, how can you fight somebody that does things at that pace? And that's credit to Errol Spence IQ too. And he's able to figure you out while he's doing it. I mean, it reminds me when Errol Spence fought Porter, right? And even though he just fought Porter, literally, like he just fought him. I remember where Porter, his dad told him, abandon the body. Let him hit you to the body and counter him to the head. I know that sounds desperate and it's crazy, but that's what Kenny Porter told Porter. And when he did that, Errol Spence will still go to the body, but he will still be defensively responsible most of the times. And he will go to the body while Porter want to counter and still avoid the counter because, like I said, he will position himself at the right position so he won't get countered. Even though the Porter fight, he really wasn't looking to be defensive first. That was a war. He really went to fight. That was in the version of Errol that's defensive, like he fought Bundu or Mikey Garcia, for example. Nah, that was the version that as offensive as you're gonna get. You know what I mean? He going toe to toe, Mexican style, as they like to call it. He lived up to all of that. And like I said, he's still defensively responsible. So the biggest thing about Errol Spence that people sleep on is that he throws a lot of his offense and he varies it at the same time while he's figuring you out. Mikey Garcia said it best. He said, listen, this guy was 10 steps ahead of me. I'm over here thinking about what he just did, and he hit me with 3 more. I think about this, the 3 punches he hit me with 5 more. You get what I'm saying? That's frustrating to deal with.
Yeah, but anyways, man, because I'm not trying to drag this out. I came a little late next to that Jordan special. But here's what I'm going to say, man. I'm going to wrap it up. Errol Spence Jr., I have him winning because he's very unpredictable with his style. He switches, he adapts very good, and he has power over Crawford. His power is proven. I mean, almost everybody he's fought, he's knocked out besides 4 people. That should tell you something.
Right.
And he hasn't been taking it as serious as he should be, blowing up in weight. But anyway, man, I'm not trying to...
Man, hold. You can't just say that in dip. Hold on. Now, what you said, too, that's crazy, because that's the next topic. Errol Spence, he stated that, at least, I respect him for calling in. I mean, because y'all DCast will talk all of this in the comment section. Just peep the comment sections on my videos. They will say I'm biased. They will say this or they will say that. But when y'all having a chance to debate me on my own platform and expose Akhi, y'all got nothing to say. I drop facts on y'all. You see Camacho taking shots at the glove gate, but he can't prove them wrong. He just hate the fact that I put the truth out there. Y'all hate Akhi for telling the truth because the truth is so rare nowadays, but it's so popular to tell a lie. But that's not how I move. That's not how I rock. You know what Akhi stand for? Akhi stand for my brother. So even if you my brother and I have to check you and knock you out, that's exactly what I'm going to do and get a check doing it. So with that being said, you got a chance to make your own topic. Come up with your own topic you want to debate me with. Something I said in the past, something you want to talk about. If you think I'm so biased, call in, prove Akhi wrong. Put that blemish on his record because Akhi out here being undefeated.